everybody, and welcome to the Disabled Gym, and welcome to your weekly FPL. Well, it ain't really a weekly, really, is it? It's like 2 days after we last did one or something.
You daily.
How are you?
All day. Yeah, good. Just finished work, hectic, got in, sorted all this out. So I'm just loading up the fantasy so we can look through the week, and then we can go through it. I might swear a little bit, see if anyone wants to try and mute me now. What are they bollocks, eh? Right, yeah, I'm good.
Yo, do not upset my moderator.
Oh, I in the chat now. I got free reign.
Right, here we go. Do not upset my moderator. I don't even know she's in house. I'll find out in a minute. Right, another good week. 80 minus 12. So that's 68. Not a bad week, is it? If you took a minus 12.8. I'll be checking another minus 12 in game week 34 because I have to make more improvements in defence.
Well, what I'm going to do, Stu, is because you got a lot of messages, I'll keep quiet so you can just run through them. Because, guys, we're not used to this many messages even before it starts, which is a good sign. So I'm going to keep quiet and we're just going to go through your comments quickly.
Right, but I think I now have a settled squad for the rest of the season. Good man, Tom. I'm sticking with a core of Arsenal midfield. My strategy is to acquire high tariff players and rely on them to deliver points. Avinda, good evening, Avinda. Hope you're doing well. Good evening, guys. Lee, Stu and Lee and Russell and Harmony. I am fine and well. I'm glad to hear that. I'm waiting for Lee to join us. He's just having his tea. I have had an excellent game week last week at FPL. I am delighted with that score. As at FPL myself. Same again to this weekend. Vinda Singh. Hello, Vinda. I hope you're well. Well done on another good week. Amani, my lovely. Hello, Amani, love. Hope you're doing well. The real star is Russell. Tom, the real star is Russell.
Tom, do you know what? I like your style. I like your style, Tom.
Oh, wait. Hang on. Amani's picked up on something. I'm surprised you haven't picked up on it, Russell. Image
What's
behind
that?
us.
Sinistera?
No, West Ham Stadium.
Oh, yeah, at the bottom.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Where are we?
Yeah, we don't want to have this screen with teams that are trying to stay off relegation. We need teams in here. Let's get the lead stuff up. You know, the desperate teams. We don't want teams that are half doing well. You know, let's put the depressing ones on here. Get that as your back screen. Depressing ones.
Rob, hope you're doing well, mate. I am here against you. Big up, cheers, Rob, for joining us, mate. Thank you very much. Much appreciated, as always. I see Stu's pajamas have taken over the screen. I want an invite to Tom and Russell's wedding.
I would invite you, Harmony, but sadly I've muted the invite.
Well, you evil get.
Hello, Lee. Yeah.
Lee, why aren't you joining me? I've sent you a code. Get your backside on here, lad. Amani fellow still looks stylish in his pajamas. He should receive extra bonus points for that alone. Thanks, Tom.
I got to admit, Stu, I'm a bit surprised. We've got 8 viewers, which is quite a lot for us guys, and we've had loads of comments straight away. So fair play for everyone getting stuck in straight away. I wasn't expecting this fast to start. Maybe it's a Friday thing because we don't normally do a kind of quick review of the week on a Friday, do we? So maybe there's more people off work now because it's bank holiday. So hopefully a lot of you guys are off for bank holiday, maybe.
Well, I went out today. I've been out all day and it's been as cloudy as sin. On my way home, blue sky started appearing, sun started appearing. I thought it's nearly 5 o'clock and it's bloody sunny, sun shining.
Well, Stu, you know what you explained there, where the sun shining and the ray of light comes through. That feels like me every time I'm on deadline day. You know, I have like a moment of like, ah, then I just pick the team and go. I love the silence. I never feel uncomfortable in silence. I enjoy it. Silence is interesting.
Why doesn't that surprise me with you?
Yeah. So remember the start of Mr. Bean when the light used to come down and he'd fall down into it. Yeah, like that. Or Terminator. Where you just like,
Amani fellow, I am already married, so there's no chance. And hello, saying hello to Lee. Right, I've caught up to date with chat. So then, Russell, how were your week? With FPL, your end up. Should we say how were your week score? How did you think you did?
well, I know. I mean, do you know how we did?
No.
Okay, then. Well, I won't hint. So we can do our usual thing. Probably go through the ones that actually are playing. I'll give you a little hint. I was a little frustrated at a few things, but I'll explain once we go into it. But it's going to be really interesting because this is a big one now. The games are coming thick and fast. The fantasy is really kicking in, and we hit a big double game week. So it's going to be interesting to see what people are thinking, people are doing, captaincy choices, chip usage.
Yeah, that's something I did want to talk about actually, and I saw it this morning, and guess what? I hope I can find it on my history. I found it this morning on Fantasy Premier League Scout, and it basically was the double game weeks coming up this week. There's 4 teams in. Is there 6 teams or something?
Yeah.
Brighton, West Ham, Man United. Forgot other one. Man City. No, Man City as well. They had a double game week this week, aren't they?
Yeah, you got Man United, Brighton, Man City, West Ham. Yeah, West Ham double, Liverpool and Fulham.
No, well, I had it all here. I had everything here. I had it all ready, and because I went out this morning and didn't get back until late, as soon as I got in, Lee told me that he says, well, I'm looking for it. He says, Dad, display it's in the stairs out all season. So I thought it must mean he's out for part of the season, and Lee got it wrong. But I watched it back, and it's bloody right. But anyway, back to FPL. Where are you? There we are. Got it. I've got it. I found it. I've actually found it. Right, here we go. Right, so if I make this bigger, then I can share screen before we start going through all the week scores. So I'll share screen so everyone can see it. I'm normally better organized. I'm normally better organized than this normally, but here we go. Right. So Brighton have got a double game week, and they're playing Wolves at home and Manchester United at home. Fulham have got a double game week. They've got Manchester City at home and Liverpool away. Liverpool have got a double game week, and they've got Tottenham at home and Fulham at home. Manchester City's got a double game week with Fulham away and West Ham United at home. Man United have got a double game week with Aston Villa at home and Brighton away. West Ham United have got a double game week, 2 away games at Crystal Palace and Manchester City. So
I've got a question for you, me, now Lee, and guys in the comments. From 1 to 6, I want everyone to rank who's got the best doubles. So, for example, if you think Man City have the best double, rank them number 1, and we can discuss who in order who's got the best doubles out of those 6. I think Man City number 1.
Man City.
So Man City the first one. So who's out of all those teams? Who's the second team has the best double? Who's got the best double? The second best double there.
Oh, Liverpool with Tottenham and Fulham.
Okay, third.
Man United with Aston Villa and West Ham with now it's getting tricky now because each team's got an hard fixture.
I know.
Brighton, I'd say with Wolves and Man United.
Okay, fourth.
1, 2, 3. Right, so I answered West Ham, I answered Man United, and I answered I answered Man City, Man United, and West Ham. I think then it's Man United. Gosh.
Well, I stumped you, Stu.
No, because I'll tell you why you stumped me now. Because each team has got one easy game and one hard game.
Well, I'll give you my order. I think Man City, okay, I've got the first best fixture. And then I am going to go Liverpool, Brighton, Man United, West Ham, Fulham.
Yeah, Fulham have got the hardest double game week, yeah.
Yes.
Liverpool, Brighton, City, Man United, West Ham and Fulham.
See what the guys said in the comments. It's interesting to see what the guys are saying in the comments. What are they saying?
I give my team adjusting down hair dryer treatment, and I have got -8.
-8.
I was going to go -8 this week, but I've got -4. I think Man United have the second best.
Okay.
Liverpool first, then Brighton, then City, then Man United, then West Ham, and then Fulham. Fulham have got the hardest, yeah. So Liverpool's got the easiest. Fulham have got the hardest.
Quickly go to Kieran's question because Kieran's new to the stream.
Kieran, hope you're doing well, mate.
He probably wants a quick answer. So,
do you give advice on FPL teams? Yeah, of course we do. We give advice, Kieran. We will always give advice, but ultimately it's down to you to decide on what you want to do yourselves.
Yeah, so give us your question, Kieran. Whatever your question is, if you want to fly it out there, we'll try to answer it for you, mate.
Yeah. City, Man United, Liverpool, Brighton, West Ham, Fulham. So basically, keep away from Fulham. So try to get a free. According to Tom, then get brand new free Man City players.
So what we got? Tom Rogers, City, Man United, Liverpool, Brighton, West Ham, Fulham. Yeah, because the problem West Ham have got is Man City. See, he's put Man United second. I don't know. I wasn't sure. I don't know. I think Brighton's fixtures are good.
Yeah, Brighton. What Wolves and Man United?
Yeah, and Liverpool. I think Spurs could do Spurs things. Spurs can be good on the day, but I think Liverpool on a bit of a run, aren't they? And I expect them to kind of start pushing. So,
Tom Rogers says, Kieran Russell is also happy to share with you his team selections. Just asking the chat.
At 11 o'clock. I'll tell you at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning on our deadline.
Come on, with both their games. Maybe I should have put them last, possibly. Right, Kieran says, stuck between Trent and Kevin De Bruyne or Stones and Salah. Right.
He's also put, as I can't afford Trent and Salah, so he can't get them together. So stuck between. So basically, are you saying, Kieran, that you can bring in Trent and Kevin De Bruyne as a pair, but your other option as a pair is Stones and Salah, and you can't mix it? So are you giving us those two options? That's what I'm reading it. So which one's the better option, Trent and KDB or Stones and Salah? There is two ones he's got to go for. That's what I'm reading it as.
I got Trent and KDB.
It's quite a hard combination, isn't it? Because you do. Well, I was actually looking at the team news, predicted lineups, and a couple of people carried the same. Kevin De Bruyne might not play, so just be very careful of De Bruyne. Yeah, okay, then I got you.
That's Stones and Salah all day long, according to Mamani.
Yeah, that's a hard one. Let me have a look at that question. God, that's really difficult. I would, yeah, but then again, do you think Kevin De Bruyne is going to get a full? Even if he's playing, he won't play the full games, was he? Jeez, that's hard.
Right.
Also,
Stones. He's got an easy 2 games with Fulham.
Yeah, but I don't think Stones is going to. Saying that their Champions League is until after next week.
Mm.
Oh, that's a tough one, Kieran. That is really tough.
I say stick with Kenneth Warner and Stones.
He can't. He can
can't
only
do
do
that,
it.
mate. Yeah, it's
He
one
can
or the
only
other.
afford to do either Trent and KDB or Stones and Salah. He can only afford to do one or the other.
Okay,
Probably stick with Stones.
So you're saying Stones and Salah?
Yeah.
But he says
Lee's
60
saying
minutes from KDB he would be happy with because he can do that much damage. If anyone else is, I'm going to go, Kieran, to put my neck out. My instinct says Trent and KDB if KDB starts. Because I don't think Stones is going to play both games either. I think you might see a lot of rotation from Man City. From Man City could be dangerous this week with rotation. But Salah, oh God, Salah's got good fixtures.
Yes, I know he's got really good fixtures.
But that's a real 50-50, isn't it? I can see why he's asked the question because that is genuinely quite a difficult one. Harmony's thinking Salah. So I presume Harmony thinks Salah and Stones.
Yeah.
The problem you've got with that is it's the Man City minutes. It's Stones and KDB. Will they get a lot of minutes? That's what I'll be worried about then. Yeah, because oh man, yeah, I think I'll be struggling. Yeah, that is a big line. That is a big deadline. Kieran, do us a favour. You've come with the stream. We do a deadline stream. Okay, so tomorrow morning, us guys on the screen, we do a deadline one. We're big. We love fantasy football. You don't have to come in and watch it, but I do want you to come in and tell us what you've done because I'm actually really intrigued. I'm going to say, I'm just going to put my neck out, Trent and KDB. That's what I think is better as long as KDB gets the minutes. But come into our stream and just let us know. You don't have to hang around. Just come in and tell us because I really want to know what you go for now. I'm really intrigued. So catch us tomorrow and just tell us what you do because I want to know which way you go now. Because I'll be thinking of that now tomorrow. I'll be like, oh, I wonder what he did. Yeah, let's know what he did.
If Stones and Kevin De Bruyne were going to give you 90 minutes, you'd definitely go them.
Oh yeah. If KDB was, you knew you were going to get 90 minutes out of him. There's absolutely no doubt it would be for me. It'd be Trent and KDB. I know. Yeah. But then you look at Salah and you're like, oh God, Salah. You know what I mean? It's a toughie. It's a toughie.
You see,
Tom's got a question now, Stu. Yeah, so what do you say, Lee? I've gone KDB Trent. Lee, what do you think? Hello, Evinder.
Probably Stones
and Salah.
Salah.
And what do you think, Stu?
I've got if he's guaranteed the minutes, KDB and Trent.
Okay.
Because Kenneth Warner played in 79 minutes.
Yeah, but in 79 minutes he can do some serious damage. Let's let Max out again. There you go, Cliff. I'm back. Right.
Tom's got a question as well.
Right. Tom says if we're discussing Game Week 34, I've got too many 90 players. And I've included Haaland, so I've now got 3 double.
Wait there. Players. I need to stop that. Kelly's just messaged me saying she's watching me upstairs. So everyone on the screen, she's just messaged me and said, Russell, that lamp is shining on your big head and it looks annoying. It's just come through as WhatsApp. So everyone in the comments and guys on the screen, could you say hi, Kelly? She's watching me upstairs right now. Stu, say hi, Kelly.
Hello, Kelly.
Lee, say hi, Kelly.
Okay.
Sorry, we'll go back to Tom's question. She said, take that lamp off your head. You look weird. Tom said, hi, Kelly. So what was Tom's question? Oh, Harvinder. Hi, Kelly. If
we're discussing Game Week 34, I've got too many 90 players and I've included Haaland. So I've got 3 double players. We'll have to think about whether to add one more. Difficult decision.
Is it for a minus? Probably is with Tom.
I think he's going minus 12 again, isn't he?
Tom, you're new to it. Go for it, mate. You crack out those doubles. Go for it, mate. Just do it. Go for it, mate. You're in a nice position where you're new to it, you're learning. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. You go for some doubles, mate, because this is a good game week to go for it. So
I am back. Welcome back, Avinda. Should I put a couple of Liverpool players or stick with the Arsenal midfield for the rest of the season?
I would start leaning towards Liverpool.
Yeah, well, I think I've dropped. I'm about to drop Saka from now on. I think he's running out of steam.
Right, just to quickly hold that thought, could you quickly drop down to Kieran's one, because Kieran's new to us, guys, and he'll probably, because they're new, they usually come and go. So we do appreciate you being, Kieran. But we'll quickly drop to your question and we'll go back up, and we'll quickly answer
Salary's
that.
tempting though, especially as fairly long-term players in FPL.
Yes,
we all
there's
know
one
it's
more. But there's another one further down, mate. We'll just go to that one quickly, and then we'll go back up and work our way back down. If you could do that, sorry.
It's very good to get a second opinion, so as I appreciate your guys' inputs. What's your guys' context, by the way? What teams do you support, etc.? Well, I'm a Leeds fan.
I'm a Leeds fan.
Lee, what teams do you support?
Leeds.
Basically, what this is, Kieran, in the simplest of things, is you've got people like Harmony, they've been here a lot longer than us. There's like a good community in the messages, and us three, we're really into fantasy football. And basically what we do is, this is our first season of doing it, which Stu's had his channel for a long time, but we are starting to really get into fantasy football. So we're trying to start kind of like a fantasy football community. We have our own league, and next season we'll be trying to get loads more people into it right now. And it's basically, we just love fantasy football, don't we, Stu, Lee? And we just try and give advice, we try and play it ourselves, and it's just like a new little format for Stu's channel, basically. So yeah, that's what it's all about. But we're all Leeds fans, and you will notice there is a lot of West Ham fans in here as well, because Stu has an odd fascination for West Ham as well. So,
and we've got some Spurs fans joined us who's subscribed to the channel, and some Chelsea fans who are subscribed to the channel. My logo is all about bringing people together, and that's what we're doing.
Yeah. So this is what
we're doing.
Yeah. But like I said, and I'll give you a lot of attention right now, Karen, but please come in tomorrow's stream and just let me know what you do, because I will generally remember. I want to know now, because that was a really good question. It's going to kind of do my head in if I don't know the answer. And that's it, Stu, mate. So if you want to go back up, and we'll go back down the comments, mate, because they're coming through thick and fast right now.
Well, I have been right. So I've read that one. My advice to you is, Tom, is try to get as many double. Sometimes, right? I did this at the beginning of the season. I took a -12 it though, and I made sure that all my team had like nine double game week players in, and it balanced, and I ended up gaining more points than I lost. If that makes sense.
Do you know what's weird? Sometimes you think double game weeks are good, but what I've noticed in the past is you'll get a team full of double game week players, and the single game week players will outscore your doubles, but also, because it's a double game week, the teams who you've invested in for double game, they get rotated, and you end up only having a single player out of all the doubles. It's so frustrating sometimes. Double game weeks are great, but they can also be very frustrating. You know what I'm saying?
The reason why I think, right, if Arsenal had just say if this were Arsenal having a double game week, knowing that they needed results to challenge Man City, which I don't think they will now, but you'd say that each of their best players will play in the 2 games.
I mean, who have Arsenal got this week? Who have they got?
Arsenal have got
Chelsea home, okay.
Yeah, and let's be honest, Frank Lampard hasn't won a single game yet.
I mean, there is a very good chance. If you actually look at it, I think there's a chance. Arsenal, Newcastle, who else have we got singles? Let's just say Arsenal and Newcastle. There is a good chance some of those people if you picked Isaac or you picked a Wilson or you picked a Martinelli or Saka, there is a chance that you could actually outscore someone who's got a double game week players because they have a good fixture.
You see, and I wouldn't. I know Fulham have got a double game week, but with the run Fulham's on at this moment in time, I wouldn't buy a Fulham good player. I wouldn't.
Pereira's a good option.
Brighton seem to have slipped up a little bit. Hopefully that would just like them feeling sorry for themselves losing in that FA Cup when they played Forest. But I will say this: I watched that game and I thought Forest were good for points.
No, I didn't. I thought Forest were awful. They sat back and wait for mistakes, and every Forest goal was a mistake from Brighton. Deflection, lost possession, 2 penalties. I can't believe Forest are where they are. Sorry, but I watched that game and I was like,
I think
it's unbelievable.
You've got to put ball it back at net. When them chances come to you, you have to take them.
Yeah, but what the point is, they didn't engineer those chances. Brighton gave them those chances. I can't believe this Brighton. This is the Brighton. Why are you imploded in this game when we need you? We need you to win this game. And there was one that I'm not going to go into that. This is a fantasy stream, but I was fuming.
You fuming, Russell? Never.
Yeah, I was not an happy boy.
You're not right, Lee. We never thought Russell had fumed, did we?
No.
Stu, you got to get into these comments, mate, because they are going fast. We might make sure we give these guys attention while they're in here.
They know that. Yeah, they know they get the attention from me. They get all the attention they need from me.
But we don't normally get this many comments, mate. This is a lot coming through.
Kevin De Bruyne, but I'm sure about Liverpool players. Some saying hi to Kelly. Everyone's saying hello to your Kelly. Avinda saying aha. The light on your head reflects your godlike. Oh, Tom, come on.
I think it's more like a halo.
He thinks your godlike status. What's going on here? What on earth's going on?
Maybe there is a wedding on the cards. It carries on like this.
Yeah, I am prepared. Good. I'm glad you are, Avinda. Hermione, bring some sort of normality back to this stream. Right. My game week 34 team: Alisson, Estepurian, Akenji, Soufal, Saka, Salah, Matoma, Marsh, Isaac. That's a great team. And Haaland. Bench, Reyes, Jesus.
Sorry, carry on, mate. Sorry.
Bench, Reyes, Jesus, Cine, Trippier, and may switch trips to Soufal.
So I'm presuming Harmony hasn't got a chip because she has got a couple of single game weekers in there. Akanji's an interesting one. What's annoying me with this double game week is Man City is trying to invest in Man City where you know you're going to get 2 games out of them. So I think Akanji's a good option if he plays. I can't figure out whether some of these Man City players are going to play or not.
Oops, and I have Grealish starting also. Grealish is a great little player. He's becoming a player Pep Guardiola thought he was going to become.
Yeah, he's doing well.
Tom Russell Stewart decided to stick with my original decisions and not make changes. Don't like the look of the double fixtures for Liverpool and don't want to select Fulham, West Ham or Brighton players now.
I love Tom. He's mad. Liverpool's fixtures are good. They're good fixtures. Brilliant.
Yep. Avinda says that he loves Manchester City, Bradford City, and FPL.
Good. We love FPL. Good. We love the FPL people.
I am a supporter. I am confident this week. Good man. Leeds are cool, to be fair. I'm a Southampton fan myself.
Oh, God.
So not really in the position to talk. Well, I'll tell you something, Kieran. We won't be, I don't think it's going to be long before we're joining you.
No, it's a shame, really, because we don't really have any beef with Southampton. And I've always liked them for producing the youngsters they've produced. They produce cracking youngsters. And it's a real mess to it because they've just... It's like when he had... I remember when Southampton beat Villa 4-3 and they were top of the league a couple of seasons ago. But what they've done is they've sold experienced players and they just brought in youngsters, kind of what we're making a mistake of doing. So it's a shame, really, because Southampton, when they first got promoted, when they had Lallana, Lambert, Luke Shaw, Van Dijk, the Croatian guy at the back. They had a really good team at one point, like really good. You know, the Croatian defender who played at Liverpool, I can't remember his name now. But yeah, it's a shame, really. Southampton are a nice little club.
The problem, I think, the thing is, so when you're relying heavily on your youth to bring quality players through, eventually that avenue dries up.
Well, it does if the ones that are coming through aren't good enough. You know.
Well, yeah, it stops, doesn't it? They aren't quite as good as bringing through James Ward-Prowse or bringing through, you know, Manny. Manny come from there, didn't he? From
he wasn't produced by it, but they signed it. Yeah, he wasn't
produced right. So James Ward-Prowse, but it stops. Eventually, the good players stop. You have a period.
They're kind of like
where you can't produce that good quality players.
Yeah, I think Southampton a bit like Leeds, where maybe instead of investing in kind of established certified players, you sign players that might turn out really good, and also trying to sign youngsters that could be good. But that's great long term. But short term, you need your Danny Ingses, you need your, you know, whoever they had as established players. You know, Romario, the shaven head Spanish player they had in midfield. So yeah.
Right, and I think we'll chop off after the cup semi-final, but having doubles in game week 34 and 36 and 37, you've got to have two assets, I think, at least.
Yeah, most of us do. Yeah.
Kieran probably be at the opening match of the Championship next season. What Leeds v Southampton.
Stu, you get through these because we're actually getting genuine questions coming through from different people right now. We'll hit Fads' first, then we've got Malik, who's got a question, mate. So if you want to hit those ones quick.
Right, Fazal, it says, I'm on a triple Brighton midfield. Robbo as the third Liverpool asset.
Yeah. Do you want me to quickly say Malik's? Do we just say it out, mate?
Yeah, go for it, man.
Malik says, hi, Kane to Salah -4. Yes. Simple.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think you could easily make that -4 back with Salah, so go for it. Got any wildcard game week 34 teams would be helpful. Oh, okay. So he's asking us to build wildcard 34. Fadzil, is that what you said? Fadzil? Do you have a game week wildcard you want to share with us? Could you tell us what you're thinking? So,
Avinder's going, mate. He says, enjoy. Thanks, Avinder.
Thanks for coming in, Avinder. Come into the deadline stream tomorrow, mate. It'd be good to see you in there.
Tommy's definitely in love. Malik says, okay, yeah, definitely go with Salah. We will get that will be helpful. Yes, Salah, great choice, good catching pick also.
Lovren, that was him. Lovren, yeah, the Croatian defender for Southampton. Like I say, Southampton at one point had a great team, like a really good team when they first got promoted to the Premiership. Very impressive.
Right, Clarence says, Van Dijk, Shaw, Mane, Tadic. The list goes on. Was that San Siro and St. Mary's when we beat Inter in the Europa League? Good times.
Sadly, I think Southampton are probably one of the few teams down there which are pretty... As a Leeds fan, I'm looking at Southampton thinking, yeah, they're going to get relegated. I'm unsure about everyone else. But I think they're one of the certs, sadly.
Yeah. Russell, it's all opinions. I think Liverpool are due a defeat. They haven't played great against Forest or West Ham, despite winning.
It's your team, Tom. You do what you want, mate. It's your team.
David, hiya, David. Hope you're doing well, mate. Hi there. Leeds will never get relegated this year. I hope you're right, David. This is a gentleman who comes into his extra time and watches his previews. Hope you're doing well, David.
Wish I had his confidence.
Hi, Amani. Avinder's saying hi to Amani. Everton and the bottom three will never win.
I thought that about Forest. They won, so...
I am back. He's back again. He's Avinder. He's back.
He loves it. He can't keep away.
World Cup 30. Oh, my mind is blowing Avinder away. World
I
Cup
like how
34.
you said World Cup. That was brilliant.
Oh, sorry. Week
World Cup
commencing
34.
World Cup. Week commencing 34. You'd want Liverpool, United, City, Brighton, and Newcastle lads.
Yeah, I mean, if you got a wild card right now, I'm quite envious of you to have a wild card.
Yeah, but haven't you still got your free hit?
I've still got free hit, yeah, but I haven't got a wild card. I've noticed there's a few people that have wild card and bench boost still, which is crazy, really. But I mean, fair play to them. To be that disciplined, it takes a lot of doing to have 2 chips still in play. Lee,
Have it, you two, wild cards and stuff don't come into it with Tom. If he wants to make 5 transfers, he makes 5 transfers anyway.
that's funny.
Are we going through game week 33? I want to bask in my victory. We are, I promise.
But to be
I'm
honest with
actually
you,
on.
to be honest with you, though, this is quite good because we've never done a going through it and actually we had a lot of questions. So why we still got good questions coming through? We'll definitely go through the leagues, won't we? But,
yeah, 100%. Yeah.
We'll definitely do it, mate. But I'll be honest with you, this is quite a good. We've got onto a good one quite quickly. This is quite rare for us, where people are already asking us fancy questions. So I don't want to lose that momentum right now. If you see what I'm saying.
I'm actually on WC. Emerson, Edison. Oh, he's on a wild card.
Okay.
Edison, Pope, Stones, Trent, Rabin, Robbo, Trippier, Sotte, McAllister, Marsh, and Matoma.
Right. Oh, right. He's still got more. Matoma, Rashford, Salah, Haaland, Isaac, Green. Wow. So he's pretty well. Yeah, fair play. That's a good wildcard team going forward. Very good.
Matoma, Rashid, Salah, Haaland, Isaac, Greenwood.
Yeah, I mean, if you've got a wild card right now, you can set up for double game weeks in 37. Is it 36 and 37, isn't it? I think there's 2.
Mamani says, Kieran, no scum in my team. But I agree with all the others. Kieran, Amani doesn't go with Chelsea players or Man United players. Never. She's never picked a Chelsea or a Man United player, ever. Pope just for 36. Pope, he's on about Brady Pope for just gave me 36.
Yeah, it's a double. Yeah, I mean, if you're on a wild card, you're in a great position to prep a team ready. For most other people, most normal ones, not normal, that's bad wording. Most people who aren't in that luxurious position will be having to scramble after this week to try and build a team quickly for those ones. So you're in a very good position.
Everton will definitely gone, and Leicester. Yeah, I didn't rate Leicester much, if I'm honest. When they played us, I didn't rate much to Leicester. It was only when I thought Maddison were quiet until Vardy come on.
Well, you got my points.
We kept Barnes quiet.
Yeah, I thought the second half. Yeah.
How are you all doing? We're all doing good, mate. We're all doing good, Avinda. Would you take Dean Smith as Leeds manager? God, no for me.
No, not for me. Yeah.
No, not for me. 38 is the way to go if you still have it.
Yeah, I mean, if you got
last game for Liverpool will bang.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes people do use a free hit, and they'll just pick the best team on the last game of the season. So it does work. If you're brave enough to leave it to the end, you can really reap the rewards late in the season.
Kieran says that we were relegated the minute we sat riffing Rafael Arsenal. I do like Leeds, but slightly hoping they get relegated as I currently live in Sheffield. So it makes no sense. Makes sense of an easy away day. Ellen Road is fantastic too.
Yeah, but wait there, he might not get an away day. Sheffield United are promoted. The Sheffield Wednesday look like they're not even going to get into the automatics, and they could get knocked out of the playoffs. So you might not even get an away day at Leeds. To be honest with you, there's a good chance we won't be playing either of them. Well, we could not be playing. Well, yeah, basically neither. So,
Zaniqua, hope you're doing well, mate. This is a good friend of ours from the Spurs YouTube world. Hope you're doing well, Tariqa.
I like how he said he goes like how, like the American how, put his hand up like that. I think it's tequila in it. Tequila 36.
Tequila 316. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good to see you, Tequila. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well, our friend. Hope you're doing well, and welcome to the channel. Respect all the rivalry. That's what Mavinda says. Right, Kieran says, Amani Fairlove, do you not own any United players because of the rivalry? We'll never have to worry about owning Portsmouth players. They all they're still stuck in League One after his head off. The sun is still shining on Russell. And Vinda says, if Pep Guardiola, there's meant to be struggling, they're meant relegation. How are you? I'm good, mate. I'm hoping that you're doing well, Tequila. I'm hoping that you're doing well, mate. Yeah, that's right. Hi, fellas. I think my bottom three will be Nottingham, Leicester City, and Everton.
I hope you're right, David. You're a lot more optimistic than me.
Man is answering that. No red or blue scum in my team. I just cannot imagine ever wanting any of their players to do well. Simple solution is never to select any of them. I mean, being able to switch to watch Southampton away at Leeds next year.
Yeah.
So so we'd get, so don't think we'd get a Sheffield team in the Championship, unfortunately. For instance, Leeds United, Treaty City, Oak City. Pep leaves to relegation next season, FFP. And neither is scum in my team either. Yuck, ha ha ha. Right, well, look, guys, we will get into going through teams. What we do now is we go through each player who's in the league. We just go through their teams. My motto is this: the joint league, they deserve to have the teams read out and looked at. And Tom says that I like the new stadium. So I'm going to stop sharing that screen and I'm going to share this screen with you, Russell.
Yeah, just to give you a heads up for the people, because there's quite a few different people in here. Please carry on asking questions, because what I'll do is, as we're going through the leagues, I'll quickly go to the questions and we'll just answer them as we're going through our leagues. But what we do, we've got our own fantasy football league, which we'll be hoping a lot of you guys join when we restart it next season. We only started this one 7 weeks in to this season, so we're hoping to build this up. So what we do quickly is we go through the teams, look at points, how people are doing. If you got any questions while we're going through this, throw them out and we'll answer it as we're talking about our league. Because for you guys that are a bit new to the stream, this probably isn't that interesting unless you've got a team in it, which we hope you do next year. But we quickly run through our league and then we have a quick conversation about how everyone got on. But we won't hang around the teams that aren't playing. Do you think, Stu, it's not worth it, is it?
Yeah, that's fine. That's good with me. Right, so this is Tom's team. He's in 20th, but bearing in mind Tom only just joined about 6 weeks ago.
Yeah, we've given Tom the challenge to get off the bottom of the table because he literally joined the league almost near the end of it. So if he could get off the bottom of the table, fair play to him.
Right, well, he got 80 points, minus his 12, so that's 68, isn't it? 68 points, which is pretty good. He had Pope in that with 3, Mings with 15. That's a great pick, Tom. Trippier with 2, Van Dijk with 2, Odegaard with 2, Martinelli with 1, Saka with 2, Rashford with 12, Captain Allen 28. He saved a lot of people's bacon this week. Ivan Toney with 2 and Harry Kane with 11. On the bench, he had Steele, who would have got him 10, Brano with 7, Nico Williams with 2, Andreas with 2.
Now, I mentioned this last week, Tom. The 3 Arsenal midfielders, Man City. I thought that might happen. Great week, and Tyrone Mings, oh my God, he punished me in other teams. But I was always suspicious of that Arsenal midfield. Annoyingly, he's got quite a lot of points on the bench as well, so he must be frustrated with that, I presume, Tom. But good week. See, what Tom's proven that if you do take risks, and I've noticed with Tom is he's taken a lot of minuses, but actually, look at his game week rank, 626,000. Pretty good. That's a great game week. Good. And he's taken a -12 to get it. So he who dares wins. And you've dared, you've won. So fair play.
It's just the players who really let him down this week were Tony and Saka.
Yeah,
Martinelli. Yeah, and Martinelli. Martinelli as well.
Yeah, it's the Arsenal midfield's really hurt you, and I was wary of that last week. But yeah, Man City just punished you. So, but overall, a really good week. Tyrone Mings has frustrated me. Take my advice. A few other people guys.
Tom still wants to stick with the Arsenal midfield for reasons given above, earlier on in stream.
Yeah, that's your choice, man.
Don't mind the missed points on the bench.
Yeah, it's frustrating though. The more you play it, you'll hate those points on the bench.
And Avinda said, that's a good score for Tom. He's had a good week. Well done, Tom.
Just quickly before we go in, how many points is he off? Let me just check. I just want to check how far
he's on 557 and Gruffalo's on 820.
820, yeah, it's going to be tough. I hope he gets it. It would be funny. It would be funny if he cashed it. That's good.
Any questions, please ask. Tequila says, it was nice seeing City do their thing against Arsenal, but I'm biased. As a Spurs fan, you will be. The last thing Spurs fans want to see is an Arsenal win Premier League.
Yeah. Shall we try Gruffalo because he's not even engaged?
Now let's quickly go through him quickly. He got 35 points, but he hasn't been playing in quite a while now. Again, standout performers. Haaland 14, all the rest of them were 2s and 1s. He had 4 done before, which were a shock. And his bench, he had 0. But if you look at his bench, everyone, he's still got Cancelo. I mean, he left the country, January, when he left?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, he's still getting good points though every now and again, and it frustrates me because I do put effort into when I pick my teams. But then when you're seeing someone who doesn't engage get more points than you, it's getting frustrating now.
Yeah, it's very annoying. Yeah.
And I've noticed that. At one time I wasn't too bothered about it, but I am now. So I'm trying to break into top million.
Yeah, because it annoys you because you're trying, and now you can't.
Well, yeah, I'm a first season rookie boy.
Yeah, I know, but you've got the FPL book. You've got the you get it. You've got the drug. It's like a drug this, and it's frustrating when you're trying and someone isn't trying, but then they beat you because you're actually trying. There's nothing worse than that.
Everyone say, look, Tom reckons that he might still be able to catch him. I hope you're right, Tom, because it's only fair if you catch him. Right, next one list is Vibe in 18th place. Again, Vibe sampled in his transfers this week. 80 points, though. 80 points.
I know. I just saw it. I was like, "What the?" I was going to swear them. I'm not going to.
Ramsdale with 1, me with 6, Van Dijk with 2, Trippier with 2, Scar with 2, Billy with 3, Martinelli with 1, Rashford 12, Trossard 4, De Bruyne 19, Haaland 28. And on the bench, Pope with 3, Martinez with 0, Tony with 2, and Kiefer Moore with 1.
Ooh, yeah, that's highly frustrating. So I just checked his week before, and he hasn't changed anything, and he's got 80 points. So very frustrating because he's done really well. I'm going to quickly Russell, bring it on. Avinder's always challenging me. Avinder, always happy.
No, you're in training for us, in case anyone was considering him.
That's interesting. Okay.
Thanks, Kieran. I didn't know that, but thank you. There's no Verbers in training at Leeds neither, so don't be considering him. Mara is predicted to start 2 to 3 games, high ceiling.
See, this is what I'm on about Man City. Mahrez is could be the ultimate midfielder in fantasy football, but he never starts a lot of games. I've the hardly flirted with Mahrez, and all the time I've played this, I've hardly ever owned him apart from that one Leicester season. What's frustrating is a player like Mahrez, if he was in any other team and he was played every week, he would be one of the best players in the whole thing. But because it's Man City, he gets rotated. It's so annoying. So annoying.
So really, Pep's FPL players kryptonite, isn't it?
Yeah, he is. He
That's what
generally, for certain players, he generally is. Yeah.
So that's just brilliant. That's clever. He used to 4-5-1 to bring in top class midfield from relied on Haaland up front. Looking at I want to finish first in the future. I like that, Avinda. I like that. He wants to finish first.
He sounds like you. That. He sounds like you, Stu. Once Russell gets you in the grind, yeah, we'll see. The next season could be more. I got a funny feeling because we're getting a nice little community going. I think there's going to be a lot of good players in it next year. You guys have learned a lot. I think next year's league is going to be fantastic. It's going to be very competitive. I'm really looking forward to it, to be honest. And it will start game week 1. Not all this game week 7 malarkey where my points aren't real right now.
So Vibes, 80th place on 80 points. That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean that is. And I checked his game. If you check his game week, check his last game week. He hasn't changed anything, and he's got that many points. It's so frustrating. Yeah.
He hasn't done it since game week 27.
Yeah, I know. But there you go. And then, again, that proves that if you have a good solid team, you probably can leave it and it does well. So.
Right, next team on list is Ismail. We know he calls his team no name, but his name's Ismail. 75 points this week. Again, no, he haven't made any transfers. It's mad. It's absolutely mad. Edison 2, Young 5, Dunk 1, Trippier 2, Almiron 3, Saka 2, Trossard 4, Captain De Bruyne 38, Rodrigo 2, Jesus 2, Haaland Vice Captain 14, and his bench obviously because he hasn't made any transfers or out, so none. It's mad though, isn't it? It really gets to you. Next player on list is Nerves. Now I don't know if Nerves has been playing. I don't think she has she, Russell?
Let's have a look at the transfers. No, 21 was the last one. But again, she's got a good game week. She had a good game week.
67, I know. Yeah. Pope 3, Scar 2, Totti 0, Trippier 2, Saka 2, Rashford were a captain 24, Odegaard 2, Fernandes 5, Kane 11, Tony 2, Haaland vice captain 14. On the bench, 0'd.
Yeah, just nothing.
Yeah. So next one up is Planet 24 with 56 points. Again, I don't know if he's invested or not.
Nope, he's not playing either right now, but we'll quickly. I mean, again, these guys that aren't playing, they're getting good points.
This is what's getting me frustrated. The more I'm seeing it, the more I'm getting frustrated with it.
Yeah, I know.
Rodak with 0, Mings with 15, Dyer Dilat, Andreas 1, 1 and 2, Rashford 12, Almiron 3, Salah 2, Saka 4, Jesus 2, Haaland 14. Not one player on bench. All his players on bench are either no longer at the club, suspended or injured.
Oh, man.
That's mad. Right. So move on to the next team. Team pool, 45 points. Again, I don't think he's playing. I'm sure he's not. But
nope, he's not playing either.
Alisson 2, Kilman 6, Alexander Arnold 5, Trippier 2, Ayling 1, Salah 4, captain, Mateus 3, Marsh 5, Trossard 4, Tony 2, Kane 11. And on the bench again, Henderson, Lamptey, De Silva, Johnson. or zeroed.
Yeah. Good bench. That's what you want, zeros everywhere. That's what I like to see.
Right, so next team. He's happy on my net. She made one transfer this week. She got
Right,
46
so
points.
we can talk about hers a bit more because she's actually engaged. So
Right, Alison with 2 points, Trippier with 2 points, me with 6. Matt, is it that Gittier with 1? Grealish 1, Mitoma 2, Saka 2, Murphy, captain, 12 points.
that's brave. Brave question.
Brody
Brave going
2,
to Murphy.
Jesus 2, Ireland 14. And on the bench, Ramsdale 1, Almeida on 3, Bueno with 7, Emerson Royal, I think he's out injured, so zeroed.
The big thing out of that one is the obvious, is the captaincy choice. I wouldn't have done it myself, but I love the bravery. Big bravery to do that. So fair play.
This catch up with some more comments as we go down.
Yep.
If Leeds are down, it'll be Gaffer next season for me. But you could do a roundup show containing both. If you're open to Gaffer accounts as well. Is that Champions Championship one? Competitive league.
Yeah. I like I said last time, I only do the Premiership one. Even though if Leeds are in it, I'll be intrigued. But I would only do the Premiership one. I hardly have enough time just to do this one. I couldn't fit in another one.
Marnie says stick with FPL only. And Mavinda says he agrees with you on that point. Any FPL questions, just ask. No questions. Cheers, Avinda. Hermione, if we go down, I think we should have a poll on it. I'm almost too scared to take hits, even though it suits me this game week, because I've not had a red arrow since game week 27, and I am on course for a top 1% finish, which would be my best ever.
I tell you what, if we got Kieran in this, if Kieran joins our league, I've got a funny feeling Kieran's going to become part of the furniture, us guys. I think if he joins, he could be a serious contender.
I think he'll be best out of us all.
Yeah, what I was going to say, yeah, what he's saying is, it sounds like Kieran has no chips left. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it feels like you don't. But I know, it's like last week. I had to go against, was last week the week everyone had free hits, or was it the week before? You know, when a lot of people free hitted. And I had to take a minus to get 10 players out, even though one didn't play. Sometimes you're just going to have to take a bit of punishment. I know what he's thinking. He knows there's going to be a lot of people free hitting, not taking minuses. He takes a minus, it's going to be pushing him down. But sometimes you just have to take the punishment.
If he finishes it top 1%, never mind this channel, Fantasy Premier League Scout will be wanting him.
Yeah, exactly.
You keep going, Kieran. You know, you'll get some really, really good. You'll get some really, really. If you can finish it top 1%, that'd be fantastic.
You have to, Kieran. You have to put on the screen what rank you are right now. I'm intrigued.
Amani says that she'll only be doing playing FPL. She don't care about the other one at all.
No, I'm not bothered. I'm actually Harmony. For once, I actually agree with you. Don't mute me though.
Do you know you're somewhere else, you Mr. Russell.
Do you know what made me laugh is I could see Kieran's face when I put the comment. He was like, "Oh, bloody Russell!" He made me laugh.
I'll be coming for you lot next season. Don't worry. Thanks, Kieran. I'm hoping that you should be. We should be asking you for bloody help, not you asking us.
But say this, Kieran. When you do look at the total points on this league, remember this league started 7 weeks in, so you'll probably look at a lot of these scores going, "God, these guys are rubbish." If we started from game week 1, a lot of the points would be higher than what we're showing right now.
It's difficult, Kieran. It's difficult with that question. How many points does your first in your league have? It's difficult because we started from game week 7.
Wait, I can tell him because remember, I'm in that other league where we've started at the same time.
Yeah, well, what's Richie on now?
And
what are you on? Your true game week points.
Yeah, Richie, the guy who's currently leading this, we're kind of giving it away, but his real points are 2154, 2154, and me, who is second, I'm on 2133. So they're the real scores, but obviously for this, it's a bit different. So.
Yeah, we didn't start until game week 6. I think Kieran will defeat Russell next season. This could be Russell's last chance to be a champion
Well,
and have the trophy.
Wait there. It won't be defeating me because I'm not currently winning this. I'm trying to chase the person who's winning it. I might not even be the person you have to be, but I will be there and thereabouts. Guarantee you, I'm not a bad little player on this. I do all right.
Kieran, I am a FPL expert. You are, Avinda. You are, mate. You are.
Avinda's coming for me as well. In fact, I'm pretty proud of myself. It sounds like I've got virtually all the viewers. Don't really care who they beat as long as they beat me. And I kind of like that. I want you to all gun for me. I'm enjoying it.
Russell may need to reconsider his team selections now, and I push on for victory this season. Russell should review his captain and vice captain selections.
That's funny. Yeah, come on. I'll take you all on. You're all going down next year. Stu, get the talcum powder out. All these people in the comments need some talcum powder.
Right, right. And do you know something, Mr. Russell? Do you know Hermione here, right? She's got something for the TDT Cup League. You know that cup. She's got.
Oh yeah, because we have our own little cup, don't we? Yeah.
She's got 2 beautiful trophies, and she sent me a picture of them.
Okay.
And they look gorgeous, but I'm not going to show them until I get them, because she said, Amani says that the picture doesn't do them justice. Okay. So when you when we get them, Hermione is doing kindly donated them to channel. Make sure you see them. They're beautiful.
Beautiful. Well done, Harvey. Well,
there's no donkey's backside on one. No donkey's backsides on any of them, mate. I'm telling you.
We should do it. We should do the talcum powder. Do you know what we could do as one of the trophies? We could have them as a talcum powder. So if you come bottom, you get the talcum powder because you've had your bum smoked quite a few times with everyone else. We'll call it the talcum powder cup.
Nice one. Right there, that's Kieran. So that's
okay.
That's Happy Emirates team looked at. Right. So I'm gonna come out of this one. The next one is our lovely Amani. This is Amani's team, everybody, Kieran and everybody who's new in chat. Right. She got 54 points this week. She made 1 transfer. Vote with 3, me with 6, Trippier 2, Estepurian 1, Salah 2, Saka 2, Watoma 2, Marsh 5, Captain Ireland 28, sorry, Isaac 1, Jesus 2. And on the bench, she had Raya with 9, Buendia with 3, Soufal with 1, and Zinchenko with 0.
Like you say, that the average was 55, so she's got a bang on average. Now, looking at the team, I think what's really hurt Harmony this week is the midfield. And I tell you one thing she must be really frustrated with is Isaac. I really thought Isaac was going to start. So that must be frustrating. Really frustrating. Obviously, she got Ray on the bench as well, hasn't she? Yeah. Yeah, Ray. I'll go to my one with Ray next. Ray frustrated me as well, and I'll tell you why. But yeah, the midfield is... Oh, that's a stinger. All the points really for Harmony came from Haaland, didn't they?
Same in my team this week, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, strange week. I mean, you would think Salah, you would think Isaac or Jesus, saying that they did play Man City, you would think someone like Salah would have probably come with a few more points. So, yeah, quite a frustrating one, that, really, I'd have thought.
Tom Rogers says Tom's score this week is 62 and mine is 68. At 80 to -12 victory over Russell may now become the norm. Russell may have to change his tactics and formation to adapt and cope.
Who is talking down there? There's all these people trying to talk to me. It's very frustrating. Wow,
Yeah,
why do
you two were getting married about half an hour ago.
I have to engage with these people so far down the league?
You'll get used to Russell's sense of humour, everybody. It's like Marmite, you either take it or leave it. There's no in between. There
You'll
is
always-
a Russell. There's no in between, mate. Is it? You are what you are, aren't you, Russell?
Yeah. You'll either hate me or love us. It would be one of the two.
You are what you are. You've never acted anyone you're not.
No.
To be fair to you, you've never acted anyone you're not. Me and you, then, Kieran.
Yeah, it's like we're on 74 points. That's a good game. That's a good week.
Good week, yeah.
Kieran,
With no transfers.
Yeah, Kieran, if you want to do what Harmony did, just put in your team with the points, write in the comments, because obviously next season, the way I think it's going to go, I think you'll join our league and we could go through it like this, but put in the comments, show off. We like people showing off, and because that's what a lot of fantasy football is about, isn't it? It's about showing off how well you've done. Why not?
Hang on a minute. Right. Kieran, before we go any further, Russell does not give anything away about his team until deadline stream's over.
But will I give advice?
Yeah. You'll answer. If anyone asks you a question, you'll always answer him honestly.
Yeah.
Yes.
I will always try and give the best advice I can, but I'm very protective over my. You'll know my team on deadline when it strikes 11. You'll know, but I'm very tactical until that point, shall we say?
It looks like Kieran is Russell's new rival. Me versus Russell. Kieran, title top 3 cup. Richie will win every year, and Darren second. Go Team Higgins.
I tell you what, I was looking at his team and he's frustratingly clued up, is Richie, and I thought I would have eaten more into his lead than I have, so I'm quite annoyed with him right now. He's a good little player, which is annoying me.
What? Having that, it'll be mine. It'll be me, Russell, like City and Arsenal, and you'll be like Chelsea next season. I think Chelsea will come good next season. I do.
Yeah, I do. I'll be honest with you. I'll give you a little peek into my thinking for next season. I would definitely be looking at Chelsea and Liverpool players next year. I would not.
I don't need to know Russell's team, but I know mine is better, unfortunately. I love it. Someone standing up to Russell, I love it.
It's good.
Thanks,
I enjoy
Kieran.
it. I love the banter. Give me abuse. I love the abuse. It's good stuff.
Good evening, Ian, mate. Hope you're doing well.
How you doing, Ian?
You've had a good week. How's Legendly today? I've liked as normal. Guys, good luck. Right, so getting back to Amani's team, I think she's done all right, hasn't she? She's made one transfer. She won't pick a Man United player. She won't pick a Chelsea player. She's doing well. Game week rank 6 million. It's better than my rank, I think.
I'll be honest with you. I'd like if Harmony next season would kind of pick any players, because it'd be more interesting if Harmony, because she's always going to hurt herself by being that loyal, that kind of. It's very, how do you put it? Noble.
You've got to respect it, haven't you?
It's very noble, but it won't make her a competitive player in our league. And it would be far more fun if people like Harmony, that's been with us since the start of the fantasy football, did pick those players and became really competitive, because it would just make it more interesting from a league point of view.
Right, remind me that when I look at Richie's and Darren's thing, I want to say something about it. See if Amani will back me up with it, but we'll see. But well done, Amani. Well done. I mean, you wanted to chase top 10, Russell, and I think she's going to get there.
I gave Harmony a target to get into the top 10. And she's right now, she's only 14 points
16 points behind, isn't she?
Yeah, sorry, 16. So yeah, there's like I say, there's another little league. So fair play. I think you'll get it.
So well done, Amani. Right, next team. Next one on list is Tilly. Yes. I don't think Tilly's made any transfers since game week 31.
Okay.
But it's 51 points. Pickford with 1, White with 0, Botman 2, Mings 15, Castagna 2, Salah 2, Saka 2, Madison 6, Murphy 6, Watkins captain 4, Kane vice captain 11.
That is the maddest bench I've ever seen. That is crazy.
Could have bench everybody. Ward, Solly March, Van Bissaka, and Erling Haaland.
Why'd you put Holland on the bench, man? It's crazy. Why'd you do that?
I know Murphy starting in your team.
Well, he is right now.
With Haaland on your bench.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting thinking. See you later, Vinder. Thanks for staying in, being loyal. I hope to see you in the stream tomorrow.
Yeah, take care now. I'm bye now. I'll see you tomorrow morning for the dancing. Nobody's the Vinder, mate. Now, bye all. He'll be back when it's his team coming up.
Yeah, he always says he's going.
He can't keep away, can he? He can't keep away.
He hovers around. He hovers around like a little spy in the background.
So that's Tilly's team looked at. Next person on list, Lee. Now this is your time to shine, mate. This is your moment, Lee. How many transfers did you make?
I made one just now.
No, I meant from your game.
Last game weekly. Last one.
From your last game week, from this one here, how many transfers did you make?
None.
Right, good man. How many points have you got?
6.
Go on, Lee. Right, start with your team. Right, go for it, Lee. Who've you got in that?
Right. Well, give me 9. Benmy, give me 6. Triple, give me 7.
2.
Gabriel, give me none.
Trippier give you 2.
Yeah, 2, yeah.
7. You're trying to have points on, mate. Gabriel give you
None.
right.
Eze, give me 2. Matomo, give me 2. Saka, give me 2. Mikasa, give me 2. Everton, give me 2. Kane, give me 11. And Han, give me 6.
28.
10 points.
What's your
Captain.
well done? And on your bench?
Arvis, give me 2. Kane,
On that,
give me 0. Well, give me 0. And Gapple, give me 10.
That's the kick it teeth, isn't it? 10 points on bench.
There's a few questions. I'll quickly answer Kieran's. Kieran, there was a couple of people earlier that did pick Watkins as captain, but yeah, the majority do go Harmony does. She says she goes, I'll pick someone different, but then usually at the end of the stream she always goes with Haaland. So most people did go with Haaland. Couple of questions, Lee.
Yep.
Firstly, Konate this week, I think he's back. I mean, I feel a bit guilty because I know was a guy I recommended to you and then he got injured. Is he coming back into your team for next week? Because it's a double for Liverpool. Do you think he'll start?
Yeah.
Okay. And talk to me about your Ray is a great pick. Well done on Raya. Quickly talk to me about your midfield and Gakpo.
I don't know why, but I don't know why I put my Eze instead of Gapple. Don't know why.
Okay. And what about
I think what Russ was trying to say is how many points did Gakpo get you?
10.
He got and if you add up all your points in midfield, so you got 2 for Eze, 2 for Mitoma, 2 for Saka, 2 for McAllister. That's only 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean Gakpo. I mean you've also got Gakpo as your third sub. So you really didn't. I think what you did, mate, because Konate. I mean Gakpo had put first because Konate was injured last week, weren't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, and obviously Weber was injured. So what did you get? 60. Say no, you got 66 points. So not a bad week actually. You know, I mean that's your midfield's really let you down, but you can't control that. But all your points came from what Ray and me Kane and Haaland. When you get a score of 66, do you know what we call that score in England?
No.
It's called the Bobby Moore. And you know why we call it the Bobby Moore?
No.
Because that's when we won the World Cup, 1966. So you got a score of Bobby Moore.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. So good way. Actually, looking at it, it's quite a good game week for you. So yeah, I'll be intrigued to see what you do tomorrow, Lee. Unlike me, guys, Lee will tell you what he's doing, and he does go crazy. He just picks some pretty random stuff, but I do like that as well.
Has everyone captained Haaland in this league?
Yeah, I said that earlier. Yeah, most of us have, haven't we? Most went for it.
Lee as well settled for game week 34 with 2 Brighton players plus 2 Liverpool players to bring off the bench and Haaland. You see, Lee's got his bench boost to use, I think, and his triple captain. Are you thinking of triple captain in Haaland for this week, Lee? With it being a double?
Yeah, I made one changes this week.
Go on.
I'm burning Kyle Walker.
Who, sorry? Kyle Walker?
Yep.
Well, have you already done that transfer?
Yep.
Okay. Lee, use a chip this week. I'll say it so no one else can hear. Wait there, that side. Use the triple captain this week. Do it. Don't let this week slip.
Okay, I will.
Good. It's our secret, even though everyone's watching us. Use a triple captain. Because if you don't use the chip,
nobody heard you, Lee.
Yeah, no, it's our secret. So
I am probably going for Salah this week.
Brave. But also it could be a very good pick. Because you've got to remember the Man City players, they could do you know, if we're not seen in this stream, Angel from Brazil, the Man City players could be quite dangerous this week because of the minutes. Salah is guaranteed 290 minutes. So even though my first reaction to that was like, ugh, you think about it a bit harder, that still could be a very good pick.
Imani says I have 9 doubles or 8 if I swap Soufal for Trippier.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good number. I mean, if you got no free hit and you can get to 9-8 doubles, fair play. That's good. Good planning.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good organisation and strategizing, isn't it? Right, Russell. Kieran says, funny enough, 66 is the number of points Russell will get till the end of the season.
Kieran, if you carry like this, I might turn it into 666. Then you'll be in trouble. You'll have the devil on your back.
If Lee is using triple captain, he should bring the Liverpool players off the bench. If you've got them, may as well use them.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'll be surprised if Lee isn't putting in Gakpo in his team this week. Yeah, so.
If you still have a triple captain left, Lee, I would. It has to go on Haaland this week. That's from Kieran as well.
Do you have Salah as well, Lee? You haven't got Salah, have you?
No.
Okay. Because if you had Salah, I would probably be like, you know, you'd be okay.
Kieran, Russell can avoid this by sharing his team selections with us before the deadline tomorrow. So that we can give him tips. Russell needs to think carefully about his player selections.
You do realise if I don't win the debut league, it means I'm going to have to be secretive next year until I win it. In fact, I just won't say anything until I win it.
Well, you'll be known as the loser, Russell, because if you don't win it, you're a loser, aren't you?
It'll be the silver place. Call me silver.
No, just no. Yeah, I ain't got a silver place trophy.
Well,
I've only got a first place trophy. Only one winner. Winner takes it all.
That's Abba, isn't it? The winner takes it all.
Kieran agree. I meant select Liverpool players as well. Tom Rogers, I have no doubt Russell will be up all night pondering his transfers.
Unless Russell's already done it all.
Listen, Kieran, right? Russell's one of these guys, right, where he'll have about 7 or 8 different bloody drafts rolled up before the start of the season.
Do you know what's funny? I have got loads of like options. I have gone through loads. I have got loads of drafts. Well, not loads of drafts. I have got scenarios for certain players. So yeah, I am that sad.
Use your triple captain on the last day of the season, Lee.
It's brave. I can see what you're thinking, but I don't know. It's up to you, Lee. But I would. Is he here? Is he gone? He's not even here. Right. Okay. We'll carry on doing the league. I thought Lee was still here. Okay, Lee.
Right. So Lee's gone through his team now. That's it. He's done. No, he'll be back. Right. So next one on this is Liam.
Yep.
69 points this week. I'm not going to tell you what that number stands for.
No, I was going to say,
imagination.
We won't go into that one.
The average is 55 points. He made no transfers. Kepa, we won. Gabriel 0. Trippier 2. Estepurian 1. De Bruyne 19. Saka 2. Mitoma 2. Odegaard 2. Haaland 28. Isaac 1. Kane 11. On the bench, he had Ward with 0. Almiron with 3. Tanganga with 1. And Rico Lewis with 0.
I mean, he had De Bruyne, so fair play to him. When's his last transfer? Game week 31. Yeah, we know he's got the first go to, but I mean, still a pretty good looking team actually. With that, Kepa's frustrating. Haaland and De Bruyne most of his points, but fair play in having De Bruyne. So yeah, good game week, 69. You know, when you got 69, everyone's happy, aren't they?
That's very true, my friend. That's very true. Right. Next one. Well done, Liam. Next one is Bowen the Menace. Ooh. I've put some data. Normally it's Lee, then Liam, then me, but no. It's the doctors took my place in 7th. In 8th,
right,
sorry.
You haven't got your own little league going on then?
Nope. He got 58 points this week, did the doctor. Edison with 2, Sadowski 0, Trippier 2, Scar 2, Mitoma 2, Odegaard 2, Martinelli 1, Saka 2, and Ramos 6, Kane 11, Captain Haaland 28. And on the bench, Pickford 1, Castagna 2, Mikalenko 0, Almiron 3.
Now, if you ever want a team where all the points have just come from one area, like literally just one area, this is your team. Basically, without his front line, he would have been screwed.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing happening anywhere else.
So he still finished 3 points above average.
No, I mean, overall 58 is not a bad game week. So, I mean, but it is very top heavy, isn't it? It's literally all come from the top.
How do people here research your teams? Do you watch other fantasy football podcasts and read articles, etc.? And most people do, Tom, but I like to do my team first and then I'll watch. Some good ones to recommend. Fantasy Football Scout. That's one of the big ones in it. Let's Talk FPL with Andy. That's another big one.
Yeah.
Is it FPL Raptor?
Yeah, I don't watch that one. No, I don't watch you about that one. Yeah.
Is it so? Your big ones are really FPL. Let's talk FPL with Andy, and also Premier League Fantasy Scout.
What I do is I watch the ones he's mentioned, but I also, the bigger this one starts to kind of go, I have noticed myself, I'm taking bits and bobs from what people are doing in the comments and what you guys are talking about. I mean, I don't dismiss anyone in the sense of I only listen to the big streamers, because usually you find that the people that aren't as popular, they usually still come out with really good advice. So I'm very open-minded too. I always take bits from everyone, if you see what I'm saying.
Yeah. Where did I get to?
It's on you, Stuart, isn't it?
Yep.
Your team.
Yep. Is there any more questions? Right. If Russell has already done his transfers before the early team news tomorrow morning, he'd be a very silly chap.
Ooh, maybe I haven't, Kieran.
De Bruyne's form score is insane. 12.2.
Yeah, he's doing really well right now. Very hot.
I watch games and select players that I like.
Yeah, the eye test is always good. You can bring out loads of stats, but sometimes the eye test is just as good.
Right, so well done, the doctor. Now it's my team.
Oh my lord, look at Kieran. I devote my Wednesday evenings to stats and metrics and my pre-season watching. Wow. Guildford hates me for what I love. Yeah, you sound like me, Mike. She hates you. I don't understand. But that is real dedication. Kieran's going to be a threat next year, I can tell. Looking forward to it.
It's not a bad way to look at it, is it? But yeah, well, you are.
Come on, then, Stu. Your time to shine. Show off.
Well, it's not really because 63 points. I made 2 transfers, took -4, so that's 59.
Yep.
I had Raya in goal with 9. Quite happy with that. Then Trippier with 2, Esteperi with 1, Ben White with 0. I was gutted with that. Then I had March with 5, Saka with 2, Martinelli with 1, Mitoma with 2. Seems like Arsenal and Brighton have just they've hit a stumbling block, and have got to find a way of getting past it.
I mean, I watched that game because I was watching it for Leeds as well. Take my advice, Mitoma should have scored in that game. Should have scored massive. I couldn't believe it. It was such a chance. So frustrating. I know Stupid as well had a really good chance. And he just went far the post. Take my advice, that game was false. It should have been Brighton, and I should have got some fantasy points out of that. It's very annoying.
And then my front three came with 11, Watkins with 2, and Captain Ireland who saved me bacon 28.
Yeah.
On bench, I had Ward with 0, Pinnock with 6, Botman with 2, and Eze with 2.
Okay.
So not too bad of a bench. I mean, yes, if I'd have brought Pinnock in, but would you have really picked Pinnock in front of Trippier, Esteperian, and White? I don't think so.
Maybe Ben White.
I think Ben White's is having a good season for Arsenal.
Yeah. Yeah, but Man City away. It's Man City away, isn't it? So
I tell you another player who I like, but I don't know if I'd have him in this FPL team, and that's that Cancelo for Brighton.
Oh, he's midfield. Yeah, but he's more defensive midfield, isn't he?
Yeah, but he's really good.
He is really good, but when it comes to fantasy football, Declan Rice isn't a very good option, if you see what I'm saying.
Looks like this week I've beaten Stu the Master. I'm no master, Tom. Nowhere near, mate. Nowhere near. I'll be more of a threat next season. We'll have Russell retired from FPL by game week 4. Ooh, fighting talk, love it. I love it.
See, it does feel a bit bad though, because Kieran's obviously, you can tell that Kieran's going to be part of our little. I think he's going to get stuck into this and be with us guys. I can sense it, and it feels a bit bad. Kieran's new, but I feel a bit guilty that. What I'm trying to say is, it's horrible to have new people come in, but I'm worried about scaring them off when I start thrashing them. So. I know.
Yeah, that sounds like fighting.
The problem I've got is I don't want to put people off when I start beating everyone badly. Right. Yeah, what do you think? Cool. So tell me, Stu, overall, tell me what you're thinking. Talk to me.
Well, I'll be honest with you, mate. I want happy at all.
Okay. It's not a bad score.
I think, didn't Man City play last? Or next to last. Before Man City played, I probably had about 2, 11, 13, 14, 15 seasons. I had about 32 points or something.
Okay.
And I was fretting a little bit. I really was. I was fretting a little bit. I thought, God, I've only got 1 or 2 players left to play. But luckily, one of them were Kane and one of them were Haaland.
Yeah. So how are you feeling? I'll quickly say, any FPL questions, guys? Anyone who's watching who doesn't normally comment, just ask us, because we're going through our things, but we're happy to answer questions as we go. So, Stu, what are you thinking going forward?
Well, I'm thinking of dropping. I'm thinking. Well, I might have, I might not have, but I'm thinking about dropping Saka
Okay, I can see that.
because I just think he's run out of steam, mate. I really do. I think he's been overplayed. There's not just this season, but last season, and it's caught up with him.
Yeah, but there's a lot of price drops coming in, and it's Arsenal players. A lot of Arsenal players are dropping in price now because people are building for this week and the other doubles, and obviously Harry Kane. Harry Kane's starting to look a really good differential. I mean, I was really happy that I had Harry Kane. I was like, if he does well, that's going to really help me. And Harry Kane's now a player that if you own him, yeah, he's not in the double game weeks, but he will push you up the ranks because a lot of people are getting rid of these players. So Arsenal players, if they do well, you could really benefit from them.
Yeah, but it's a risk in it to keep a big team. It's like beginning of season when everyone kept on with Salah.
Yeah.
You know, people thought he was going to come good. He was going to come good. He was going to come good, and it's only just recently he has come. He's starting to get a bit of form. I'm not saying he's in scintillating form because he's still hit or miss for me this season, just like the rest of Leeds, like the Liverpool side is. It's still hit or miss for me this season. Liverpool needs freshening up. It needs a fresh impetus putting into it. It needs some fresh ideas.
But what I was going to say is a lot of you guys that have only started this fantasy football this season, you're now starting to see how Alexander in fantasy football is usually how he is, like in the last month or so, where everyone's starting to own him and he's starting to bring in points and he's starting to look dangerous. It's such a strange year for you guys who have only just joined or got into fantasy football because the players that usually are the ones everyone owns, who I owned, you're like, why have you got him? Why have you got him? That's usually who you would own, but it's been a strange year, really strange year.
It has been a strange season, full stop. Can't scare me off. I am just as tentative as Kante. I just bark. I bite. I don't just bark. I bite too. Like that, Kieran. Love that fighting talk, Kieran. More like Adam Forshaw, Kieran. I think I like that. I think Arsenal remain a good chance because they have every incentive to keep pushing. They're still top of the table, and the rivalry with Man City will help.
Yeah, I mean Arsenal could still win it, but I wouldn't bet against Man City now.
What's on Adam's Forshaw?
What's an Adam? A very injury-prone midfielder with no bite.
Here in the type of banana.
Yeah.
A man is laughing at Tom. Right, so that's my team anyway. Right, I'm going to get into.
Wait, I quickly want you to highlight this because I got so much stick from Harmony and some of you guys. Go to Kieran's comment. That is exactly what I'm on about. Kieran's an experienced player. Take my advice. That is what I'm on about. That is true. I will agree with Kieran on this.
The last 4 years, Salah, Trent, Robbo were the first three names on the team sheet. Nice to have Trent back at last.
Yeah, Kieran, I've been trying to tell these guys this, but I had Alexander-Arnold and Robertson at the start of the season, and I was getting so much stick. I was like, no. And it's like, no, they're rubbish. They're rubbish. And like, take my advice. These are not rubbish fantasy assets. Usually,
to be fair to her, man, she did say like she were on about Maddison as well. She thinks he's a fraud.
Yeah, but Maddison is also normally a good fantasy option. Take my advice. Normally, he's brilliant. He is brilliant to own. He can be very erratic, but he's usually a pretty good asset over the season. So, yeah.
Tom says, I feel bad about that. As I like Adam Forshaw. I like all our players. I will take it back. Do you think we're too sentimental, Tom, with his players? That's all I'm saying.
Yes.
I had Robertson for weeks on end this season, Salah as well. I moved away from them due to inconsistency.
Oh, they take my advice next season. They
It'll
could
be
well be
better.
worth owning. Yeah, I think next season I'll be shocked if they're not proper assets to own, and they might be cheaper because of this season.
So anyway, that were my team. Now let's move on to McAllister. McAllister's dropped a little bit, and of late, but he did get 67 points this week and made one transfer. To be fair, with Steele with 10. That's a great option. Steele with 10.
Yeah, I'll quickly talk about Steele once we ended this team.
Trippier 2, Gabriel none, Botman 2, De Bruyne 19, Martinelli 1, Odegaard 2, Mitoma 2, Watkins 4, Kane 11, Haaland 14. And his captain was... Who was his captain? Watkins. He had Watkins as his captain. On a bench, Ward with 0, Ake with 0, Tadosky with 0, Rodrigo with 2. Right, so you want to talk a bit about Steele and stuff?
Yeah, but I mean, looking at this team quickly, what it could have been, eh? Jeez, if he put his captaincy on Haaland, he'd have been 80 plus. Oh my lord. Yeah, Steele really frustrated me because conceded 3 goals, got 3 bonus points. Now, the only reason I'm annoyed with that because I'm in another league and that one's really tight and I really want to win that one because you get quite a bit of money in it. But Steele, the guy I'm really against owned Steele. Now, I know he saved the penalty and I know that's why he got most of his points and saves. But I was like, why has he still got 3 bonus points? He conceded 3 goals. I'm so annoyed with him. But that's a good week. He's had a really good week. I respect going for Watkins, but if he'd have gone Haaland, he'd have probably had the best week out of everyone this year, this game week. You know, that's brave, very brave to go against Haaland. And also,
well done, McAllister.
Yeah,
McAllister, well done.
Yeah.
Well done. Right. Next one on the list in the 4th place, 5th place is our very own Avinda.
He's probably still here.
Points this week. One
Avinda's
transfer.
probably in the comments, Stu. He's probably here. You know when he says, "I'll go with," he's probably here watching now.
I like the Lacazette and Aubameyang double up days. Seem like only yesterday too.
Yeah, back in the day, yeah. Yeah,
no, Stu. No, it's not sentimental. I'm just loyal to our players. Don't like criticising them except as a joke.
Well, you won't like me, Tom. I lay you too often.
Yes, I had Steele on the bench. I prefer Pope. Just one of those things. In 2018-19, Trent, Salah, and Robbo were in my team all season. The captaincy situation and ownership on Salah was like it is for Haaland now.
Yeah, you can tell that Kevin's played it a while because ours is exactly the same. You couldn't go. I didn't know how. It wasn't so much Robertson. I always owned Alexander-Arnold, but you couldn't go without one of them.
Avinda is 5th. This league needs some spice next season. Avinda does well, actually.
Yeah, Avinda, where are you? We know Avinda's here somewhere. He will be. He always says he's going, but he'll pop up and be like, "Oh, I'm here now."
You got 67 points, 1 transfer. Edison with 2, Trippier with 2, Gabriel none, Ben Mee 6, Madison 6, Salah 2, Andreas 2, Rashford 12, Captain Haaland 28, Solanke 5, Watkins 2. And on a bench he had Raya with 9, Enzo with 2, Dilat 1, and Peru 1.
So yeah, I quite like his team. I think his team's a bit different to the most. Solanke's good, solid. Rashford did well. Haaland captaincy, obviously. Andreas, I think probably, he can keep him for this week because he doubles. What did he get? 67. Yeah, so pretty good, solid score. He was playing with 10 men because Gabriel got him 0. Ray is the frustrated one, and I can definitely understand his feelings with this. Because obviously Edison conceded their late goal, which hurt me as well, and I'll tell you why. But yeah, I was not expecting Ray to keep a clean sheet at Chelsea. Even though Chelsea are really bad, I still see him as a team that can still... I keep falling into the trap of thinking Chelsea are good. So, yeah. I don't know. I like Enzo Kieran. again, he's another player I put on my watch list, and I will keep an eye on him for next season. I think Chelsea players next year, take my advice, they could well be worth. I would be looking at them seriously next year.
Enzo Fernandez, this man needs help. I mean, I don't think he's worth as much as what Chelsea paid for him personally, but you tell me a player who is.
I don't know what he is. Is he a defensive midfielder? Because I always thought he was a bit of a box-to-box.
I would have thought so, wouldn't he?
Yeah, the impression I got was box-to-box. So.
Calm yourself down, don't eat. Yeah. Thank you, Amani, my love. Keeping everyone safe in chat. Right.
I think he's only
So
joking. It's all banter. It's banter.
That's Warriors team. That's McAllister's team done.
Okay. I thought that was a Vinders.
No, that is a Vinders. His name's Warrior All teams.
Oh, okay then. Oh, sorry. I thought you said McAllister for some reason. I thought you said McAllister.
No, I said McAllister last one, didn't I? Right. So well done, McAllister. Well done, Avinda. So now you got me started. Right. Unlikely is his fourth, Harry Peterson. Made 4 transfers, -8, 44 points. So 36. Johnson be 0, Botman be 2, Trippier 2, Estepurian 1, Matoma 2, Martinelli 1, Marsh 5, Salah 4, Watkins 2, Kane 11, and Haaland 14. He had captain on Salah.
You -8 as well. Ugh, that's a raw week.
Raya in goal with 9, on bench White 0, with Pinnock 6, and Andreas 2.
I see more frustrated with the bench. Yeah, Kieran, I knew you meant his banter. Yeah, don't worry. I knew what you got. It was all a laugh. I got it. Now, looking at his team, I'm surprised he kept Johnston in. Johnston 0, Raya, that hurts. I mean, his team's not bad. If you look at his team, it's quite a good team. He just didn't score many points. I mean, the -8 also, yeah, that's gone against him. But, I mean, again, to me, that's a pretty good-looking team, but just didn't get the points this week.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Yeah, but quite a few points on the bench. Pinnock, Raya. Just an unfortunate week. He went Salah captain, and sadly, nothing came through that game for him. But I don't think it was a bad captaincy choice. I would have gone Haaland, obviously, but fair play. You can't have a go at people who do try to be different. I think it's still a good thing. So fair play for him to try to be different.
Well done, Harry. Right, next one on the list is one of your two nemesis is Russell. It's Darren Higgins.
The Higgins
61 points this week, 1 transfer.
Okay.
Raya with 9, Trippier with 2, Chilwell with 1, Dunk with 1, Mitoma 2, McAllister 2, Rashford 12, Grealish 1, Diego Jota 1, Tony 2, Haaland captain 28. On the bench, it was Kepa with 1, me with 6, Shaw with 1, Fernandez with 5. Right, is Diego Jota a player who you'd consider bringing in this week with him having a double game week?
Yes, he's someone you can look at. The injury flag is a worry, and also his minutes. Me and Diego Jota in fantasy football have never got on, shall we say? Whenever I've owned him, he's never done that well for me. So he's someone I've never really heavily owned. But is he a punt for double game week? Definitely. Will he start? Both? I don't know. But look at his score. I mean, when he bangs big.
I just think there's a performance in Jota if he's fit. I do.
And also, Kieran, I forgot. Kieran just did mention about he wasn't in the training photos. So if he doesn't play one, would you want him for only one game? No. Thoughts on Grealish? Very good player, but looks a bad pick for FPL. Yeah, Grealish is an odd one because he does look a good player, but he doesn't. We're saying he has got 2 hauls of 12 points. He's had a good season, but I can understand why people still shy. I mean, I remember when Grealish first joined Man City, I had him in my team that season. I started with Grealish, and I got rid of him pretty quickly. But this season, he's done a lot better. So,
looks like unlikely was thinking ahead to game week 34 and shooting game week 34 as a washout.
yeah, that can happen. You can kind of prep for it, and then sadly the week when you're thinking ahead. Who is that? Who's talking again? Hello? Harmony, I can't hear you down there. I swear someone was trying to talk to me down below, down there.
Can I just say for me that Haaland is not an average from form score, given his talent, ability, and his points in game week 33 are not good. I know that's contrary, but I've been burnt by Liverpool this season, so avoid them now.
Yeah, but this is a double game week, Tom. Different story.
He wants to know your thoughts on Grealish.
He's a good pick. This season, in simple terms, simplified it. He's a good pick. Is Grealish worth aiding this week? Yeah. Will he get a lot of minutes? I don't know, because Man City have got a lot of fixtures. They've got 3 in a week, haven't they? Have they got 3 fixtures in a week? It's ridiculous. They've got Sunday.
Is that the FA Cup, the Champions League and Premier League?
No, the Champions League's after the Leeds game. But if you look at, This is why I'm worried about Man City. They play Sunday, Wednesday, Saturday.
It's going to rotate then, isn't it?
It's dangerous. I think even your big hitters could get rotated. So that's why when Harmony said about Salah as captain, in my head, I was straight away, I don't know. But then I started thinking about it. I went, actually, that isn't that bad because of Man City's fixtures.
The thing is with Man City are in pole position and cruising out before at the half-time break.
Yeah, but they still need to get above Arsenal. But they need to get above Arsenal still, so they still will have to play quite a strong team.
Yeah, but will he take Haaland off at half-time if they're cruising?
Yes, I can see that happening. That's the problem you've got. Salah, I think you guaranteed 290 minutes worth of games, minutes. You know what I mean.
Grealish, I think if you already own him, don't sell him this week. But if you're looking to bring him Kevin De Bruyne, Stones, Edison instead of for City assets, assuming everyone owns Haaland already, well, I think most people do now.
I do. I agree, Kieran. If you've got Grealish right now, keep him.
Yeah.
Unless you want a free hit, obviously, then you can do what you want. So.
I got Grealish, could easily have gone with Mahrez or Gundogan instead.
I got Grealish. Yeah, I mean, Gundogan's Mahrez is so, like I said earlier, it's so frustrating because there was a period a couple of seasons ago and Gundogan was just, it was such a good option for a couple of weeks and then they just rotate him all the time. Wait there, we're going to quickly, because we got Fads Lee coming quickly with a question, and I know that he popped in earlier, and we'll quickly answer.
I said for Tony, just for this week, who are you getting? Isaac, the problem is, Fads, I would have said Isaac all day long, but the problem is he started Wilson, didn't he?
No. To me, though, that means Isaac will start next because he usually rotates them. So Brentford have got. Well, actually, yeah, Brentford have got Forest. Who do? I'd go Isaac. It's a good question. Yeah. That's like Kieran earlier when it was that 50-50. That's actually a really good one. I think I didn't realise Brentford were Forest. My instinct says I think Isaac will start on Sunday.
If Isaac starts, Isaac all day long. But the thing what's not making it clear cut for me is like you says, Tony Scott Forrest.
And he'll be guaranteed 60 minutes and 90 minutes and on penalties. Isaac's on penalties, isn't he? Is Isaac on penalties?
If he's on. If he's on, innit? He is if he's on.
I think he'll start because he didn't start against Everton, which I was surprised about. God, that is a good question. Kieran and Isaac have asked really tough ones, actually.
Tom Rogers says, Kieran, to me, he delivers a good performance now and then, so yes, could be worth it. But I prefer consistency and consistent, steady points. He likes to be safe, does Tom, and I don't blame him. I think Haaland gets 60 minutes and a 45 with Alvarez playing the rest of the minutes.
That could happen, you know. That really could happen.
Tom, it was a tough choice of which one I was. Mahrez until the very last second and then changed my mind. If I said I already have Tony, would have preferred Isaac if I'm honest. But it is what it is. I will go for Isaac if you can. Isaac will get 70 minutes this weekend against us. Easy hat-trick for him.
I think Isaac could get 90. Personally, I wouldn't be surprised if he played the whole game because Wilson played a lot of that. Did Wilson play the full 90 against Everton? Let's check. I want to know what he's played though. Newcastle. Wilson.
Well, you're checking that. We'll move on to the next team. But well done, Darren, for keeping
He got 86
him
minutes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. If Wilson got 86 minutes against Everton, Isaac surely is going to get a lot of minutes against Figgy. So yeah, okay then.
Right, Russell, we're on your team.
Well, okay, hold your breath. Right, this is a frustrating one for me. Firstly, I'll go into my transfer. I transferred out Raya to bring in Everson. So I started with Kepa. Kepa got me 1 point. Robertson 6. Glad I brought him a couple of weeks ago and he hasn't brought a few in. Trippier 2. Esteputian 1, which is really annoying because did he get a yellow card? No, 2 goals conceded, but he should have scored. McAllister 2. I think he missed a big chance. Matoma missed a big chance. Madison 6. Again, that's annoying because it's against my team Leeds. So if we're going to concede, at least he was involved. Martinelli 1. Didn't even get to half 60 minutes, so I missed out on a point. He was my punt because I didn't want to do any other players. Haaland captain, Kane, beautiful because I know he wasn't highly owned and I did fancy him against Man United and he delivered. Watkins 2, Everson 2, Odegaard 2, was never going to start 2 Arsenal midfielders. This is where it gets really annoying. Henry 5. I wasn't expecting Brentford to keep a clean sheet against Chelsea. They did. Even more annoying, I had Holden, 6 points, got a goal, but also it also hurt a lot of other players around me because they had Man City defenders. So in a weird way, it did kind of benefit me. But there's nothing worse. I brought Ernie Holden. I know a lot of people didn't own him, but I fancied. I think he's a good pick. I just haven't benefited from him. So 62 points, no transfers, pretty average week. I haven't really done any damage to any of my rivals. But then again, I haven't been hurt that much either. So
that's just experts team.
Yes. So frustrating. The Raya one, very frustrating. But without giving too much away, I had to kind of do that. And then you can figure that out yourselves.
Right. So top at league, and it's been leading from basically game week 7. Darren Higgins' son, Richie Higgins, Richie FC, 65 points this week, Russell.
Yeah, can we just skip this?
No. Raya with 9, Shaw with 1, Trippier with 2, Estepien 1, Marsh with 5, McAllister 2, Grealish 1, Rashford vice captain 12, Tony 2, Watkins 2, Haaland captain 28. On the bench, Kepa with 1, Fernandez with 1, with 5, Chilwell with 1, and Ben White with 0.
Yeah, Rashford annoyed me for him because I had him pretty well positioned until Rashford started doing pretty well. Again, Richie's a good little player. I expect this with quite a few other players when we start growing this league and channel. I was looking at his team going forward, and he's pretty well set up going forward as well, which is quite annoying. So, yeah, it's going to be a real battle to pull him in, but I'm going to go for him. I will be going for him. So, good week. Actually, he's only 3 points. He only gained 3 points on me. Rashford, that annoyed me because I could have got him a bit more into him.
Now let me catch up with some of these comments. I have Tony more likely to return at any time, but Isaac a higher points ceiling than Tony. Predicted lineup was Isaac on the left, Wilson up top, and Willock on the bench.
Well, Fantasy Scout have Isaac up front. So, I don't know. My instinct, I don't know how to say that. Is it Fadzil? My instinct says Isaac.
Yeah.
That's where I was drawn to instinctively, Isaac. Hello, Inky. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you in the chat.
And it's good that the strugglers like Russell can receive advice from successful high point scorers like myself. You have met your match there, Russell.
I love it.
Definitely.
I love it.
Russell taking Raya out before the 9-pointer. Whoops.
Yeah, but saying that, I'll be honest with you, it annoyed me, but I wouldn't have changed it because I didn't expect Brentford to keep a clean sheet. Are
you happy?
You what, sorry?
Overall, are you happy with how you're going to be going forward?
Yeah, I thought it's annoying because it's getting to the point where there's little decisions to make all the difference, and it could have been a really good game week, but I just hit a few off the mark, which is frustrating. So, but overall, yeah, I was quite happy with that. I thought it was going to be worse, so I'll take that.
Well done, Richie, for leading way, mate. Well done.
Yeah.
So that wraps up your 20 players in the TDT League. So well done, everybody. Great week, great scoring. Love going through it, as I always do and always will do. And I know Russell enjoys going through it as well.
Yeah, it's nice. It's good. And it's actually been, to me, this has been almost a perfect stream because rather than you guys just sat here listening to us go through the leagues and going up points, which is probably a bit boring, because we're getting a bit of new blood in here, we've got some of the old school people in. What's good is this is turning into a stream where you're asking us questions as we're going through the league. And next year, when there's more people in it, you guys will be more invested because you'll be in the league, and we can still talk about what we're thinking of what you've done and how it's gone. So I'll be honest with you, out of all the streams we've done so far for this part of our weekly show, I think this has been my favourite because we're getting fantasy questions while we're going through the updated league. So thanks for everyone new that's come in, the existing people, and you guys go talking between yourselves, because this is what I envisioned it kind of be like. So this is good. I've really enjoyed the stream. Good.
Well, you know, I try and get everybody involved, and you know, while it's nice and when we've got a nice community, I'm able to do that. Definitely.
Yes. It's been good. It's been a really, really good stream. I've really enjoyed this one.
Good evening, Inky, mate. Hope you're doing well. Our friend. Good to see you again. Morning, Inky. Hi, Russell. Inky, 1919. Evening, Inky. You caught us listening to Russell giving us a team selection before next week.
Like you say, if you come with a deadline stream tomorrow, you'll get my team selection bang at 11 o'clock.
Hi, Tom. I've been working and listening for a bit. Thanks, Inky, mate. Much appreciated, as always.
Yeah, it's always good to see the old guard in as well, isn't it? So it's going to be a good game. I mean, we've got a lot to talk about tomorrow. I've got when we go to the pre-room after, Stu, I have got a question in my head. We'll do a poll, and then we're going to do deadline stream tomorrow, because tomorrow's going to be fantastic because it's a double game week. There's going to be free hits used. There could be wild cards, even bench boosts. It's going to be good. It's going to be. I think tomorrow's going to be a really good stream, and hopefully we'll get some of the new guys. We've had new people in today coming in with who we get regular. Could be. I'm looking forward to tomorrow's stream. It's going to be good.
Russell is the guy in every friend group of Gateway. He'll transfer all 1 week to get to 22 points.
Mate, I tell you, Kieran, you do not know how much Stu calls me the expert. Now, I haven't named that myself, but he calls me it. So I have to win this to kind of, the first disabled team league. I have to win it. I have got here, and I keep telling them, I've already started to measure out my little shelf for my cup to go just around here. So I have to win this league.
You do that, and the man is laughing their head off. Right, well, look, guys, we've got to the end of the show, so we'll be back on tomorrow. What time's deadline? 11.
Yeah, you do, Lee. You tell them.
Yeah, 11 o'clock.
So we'll be going live at 10 to 10 in the morning. Should be good. Should be really, really good. But yeah, thank you everyone in chat for joining us tonight. Much appreciated. Quickly before I go, hi Russell. I've seen your gangler.
Doppelganger. Yeah, it's basically somebody who must really look like him. Poor lad. If he looks like me, poor lad.
Next season, Russell will have the trophy on display.
I hope so.
Polishing it every week while cracking like a villain.
Cackling
like a villain.
Not cracking like a villain.
Joe, a really big shelf for your head.
No, you can never get a shelf that big.
Well, anyway, look, guys, we're going to call it the night. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. Much appreciated. Much love.
Oh, quick
near Sheffield.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Great stream, guys. I will aim to drop in tomorrow morning. I know Russell is starting to know which decision I have made.
Yeah. And Kieran, I knew pretty quickly because we got a guy called Angel from Brazil, haven't we?
Yes.
And straight away, sometimes people come into the stream, and I know by the way they talk and reactions, I know you're already. I see you now as part of this group. There's a lovely guy from Brazil who I got the same sense with straight away, and he's into fantasy football. If Angel comes in, make sure you say hi to Angel. He hasn't come in today, has he? But he seems like a lovely guy from Brazil. So thanks for the sub. Yeah. Come into the stream tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
So yeah.
Thanks, Kieran. But we don't. You'll notice something, Kieran. We don't ask for anything. Honest, we've never asked for anything since we started 2 years ago. 2019, we started 3 years ago. So yeah, but thank you very much appreciated. And anyway, thank you very much for watching this edition of Table Team. Russell, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me. Thanks everyone in the comments, new and old.
Yeah, thank you everyone in comment. Lee, thanks for keeping us going, mate. Man of few words, but very talented. That's what I call you.
Lee just likes it when I act stupid. He likes it when I say little things. These stuff.
You don't, Russell. That's just it. You don't need to act to be stupid, mate.
I'm making another try for it, man. I'm making another try for it already.
Oh, another one?
Yeah, put Gears occasion.
He's so funny.
Put Gears in and take out Saka's out.
Who you brought in?
Saka's out for Grealish.
Yep.
Okay. So, Lee, before we finish the stream, did you do that because we were talking about Grealish?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, this is what interested, and this is what's in, I'm a bit the same when I'm on the deadline stream. If I'm listening to people, you start not getting influenced because you start taking on what they say, and it can make when it does influence your decision. Sometimes you do go, actually, yeah, because actually Harmony, Harmony got me. You start thinking about things like Salah, don't you? Like, oh, actually, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That could be an option. Yeah. So, okay, I thought that's why you made it because we was talking about Grealish. So it'll get dropped now. It won't stop.
Yeah, well, We'll blame Russell. No, what a joking.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Good doubt.
guys, much love to you all. I'll be back on again at 10 with guys talking about Premier League football. That's with I think that's with Mally. No, sorry, I think that's with Kieran tonight. I'm not sure if TD5's coming on. I'll have to ask him. But that should be good. Because Mally don't do the Friday nights; he just does the Monday nights.
It'd be nice and depressing.
Yeah. I keep my chat going. I keep everyone happy. I try to anyway.
No, not the stream, and not you guys. The subject. Good luck talking about Leeds for a couple of hours. That's all I'm going to say. Get that news.
Leeds, West Ham, Chelsea, Tottenham, and everyone else that we can think of.
Okay.
It's just a group of. It's just it's unscripted, and we just go with flow. Whatever we talk about, we talk about.
Maybe we talk about Southampton.
Yeah, could do. We're going down.
Could do.
Yes, could do. Anyway, thank you everybody in the chat for watching us. It's Titch. I'm not sure, Inky. I'm not sure yet, mate. I'm hoping so, but I'm not sure. If he's on, he'll be on. If he won't be on. But anyway, thank you everybody in chat for joining us tonight. Thank you for thank you. Oh, thank you for Tequila. I didn't realise you were still with us, our friend. Thank you for the great stream, guys. Take care. Thanks, Tequila.
Stu, before we go, can I mute Harmony from my side? If I press donate, can I do it back to her?
No, but I can do it to you. One on.
No, don't do
there.
Hear me? No, that's annoying.
I can do it.
And on that note.
And on that note, guys, take care. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Enjoy if you don't see you tomorrow, with it being an early stream, enjoy your bank holiday. Enjoy weather, relax, chill out, and enjoy yourselves. And anyway, thank you for watching this disabled team. There's only one thing I have to say. It's a goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.
See you all on the stream tomorrow, and a goodbye from me.
Take care, everybody. Goodbye.